All right, our next guest says there's something terribly wrong with dating culture right now, and she has some ideas to change it. Damona Hoffman has been a dating coach with 20 years of experience, who's been an advisor to Match.com and OkCupid. Her new book is called F the Fairy Tale, Rewrite the Dating Myths and Live Your Own Love Story.
Okay.
So Damona Hoffman joins us this morning. Good morning, so glad to see you here. I see you're following me on Instagram.
Yeah.
I saw that. I was like, oh, she's following me.
Yeah, I do my research, girl.
I see. Well, let's see how much research you did. Honestly, though, when you talk about people not being ready and being terrible at this idea of having the fairy tale and not really knowing what they want, I mean, is that kind of the basis of all of this? Because I felt like that's what I saw and heard in interviews that you've done and in this book.
Yeah, well, most of the time when people come to me, they're looking for love. They're frustrated because they've been out on the dating scene and they're like, what's wrong with the dating scene today? Or what's wrong with me? Why is this not happening for me? And a lot of times it begins with the mindset.
Okay.
And we have to really get clear on what we want, what we're looking for. It's not always your season to find love, but if it is, you need to do it with intention and clarity.
So let's correct that mindset. Is that where you're going to go?
No,
I mean,
go ahead.
there's a list of myths that you provide, and one of
Right.
them is having a mental list of the qualities you're looking for. What's wrong with that?
It's not having the list that is the myth. It is what is on the list. Okay. So a lot of times people will come to me and the list, it's one of three things. It's either I'll know it when I see it and I'm like, well, have you seen it yet? If you haven't, then you need a little more clarity.
Yeah.
Or it's the same list.
Yeah.
People are like, okay, he needs to be 6 feet tall or taller.
Nothing
he
wrong
needs
with
to make
that.
this much money or more.
Come on.
But we all have these aspirations for the same thing, and it makes me ask, well, what do you actually want? And what's underneath that? Because sometimes it's societal expectations, it's our family of origin. There are so many things that tell us what we want. It's the rom-coms, it's the fairy tales, and I'm saying, F the fairy tale, get yourself what you actually need in life.
And how many good people have you passed up on because you have this list that you've been holding on to? Another myth, something that we hold on to collectively as a culture, soulmate. We love talking about soulmates.
Yeah, sure do.
Why do you say that could actually hurt your dating life?
Well, the quest for a soulmate, one ideal person out of 8 billion people on the planet.
One perfect person.
That seems very exhausting to me. And it's not that realistic, and it keeps you from actually being able to be in the moment with the person that you're with, because you're always questioning, well, I like them, but are they my soulmate? It's a lot of pressure.
So the 4 key takeaways that you talk about in this book that you identified to have a healthy, long relationship: goals, values, communication, and trust. How did you pinpoint those quickly, if you could?
Well, for the entire 17 plus years that I've been coaching, I have found that those are the pillars of long-term compatibility. Those are the factors that my clients need to have aligned with someone, not those qualities that we were talking about on the list before, but actually the values. Yeah. How do you look at the world, and what do you want out of life? Are you traveling the same path together? And then when you work on your communication and you build your trust, you can have it all.
Give this book to your single friends. I think that
No doubt about it.
This is the one.
Definitely.
Good stuff on technology, too, and how
you.
that can be disruptive to
And-
the dating life.
And some relationship tips as well.
Oh,
so,
100%.
never know.
All right, Damona Hoffman, thank you so
Thank
much
Good stuff
for
in
joining
here.
us.
Thank you so
F the Fairy Tale is on sale right now.